The Creality Falcon A1 has landed in the shop. We're going to find out how good it is and if it's a right fit for you. All right, let's get on with the unboxing. Now, like I said, Falcon has sent me this laser, but I'm going to be honest with you and tell you the real truth. If it's good, if it's bad, what's its downfalls, what could be improved. This thing will do more than just laser engrave. It's a perfect laser for crafters, that work with paper and cardboard and things like that too, because it's also a cutter. So let's get to unboxing this thing. All right, I'm going to run through this thing just as fast as I can, guys, because I know everybody's seen an unboxing video and they're pretty much all the same. We just need to find out how well it's packaged. And this one came packaged pretty daggone well now. Everything you're going to need is inside that laser, which is pretty cool. That also helps secure the contents of the laser and keep it protected. So, pop this little top piece of foam off and we're going to look at what we've got inside this box real quick. Well done on the packaging, Creality. Well done. You've got your power cord, USB cord, and some tools. You've got your owner's manual. You've got your power adapter right here. And we're going to pop this piece out, and that's just about it. You've got your exhaust pipe in here, if I can pick it up. It's 2.5 inches. I hooked it to an inline exhaust fan that goes outside with a reducer because it's only 2.5. And my bigger lasers, I use a 3-inch exhaust pipe. That's your air pump. The cool thing about that is it connects straight to the laser, and the laser dictates how much air you're going to have to, air assist you're going to have. Now in the bottom, once we get this piece out of there, making sure there ain't nothing else in it. But in the bottom, you've got some test sheets of plywood. That card with dots on it is going to help you focus your camera if you need, calibrate your camera. And the QR codes on the front of those things in your material package actually give you the settings that you need. That's a pretty good idea right there, Creality. I like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. I also got a honeycomb to go with it, and I'm looking forward to getting this thing out. All right, guys, what I want to do is show you exactly how to get to the best place to download Creality's program. I found that CraftSeek right here, craftseek.com, is the best place to go. You'll unlock it right here at CraftSeek. And what we want to do is right up here in the top menu bar, right here, you'll see software. Well, with software, and here, you're going to have the option to choose for your PC, Windows or Mac operating system. And you're also going to have the option to put it on your mobile device from Apple Store, Google Play, or Android. I'm on a Windows, so we're going to click Windows, but you'll click your download. And now this is going to take you through step by step on how to install this program. This program is phenomenal, I'll tell you. You're going to click yes. It makes using this machine absolutely beginner friendly. So you're going to click yes again. It looks to be modeled after Lightburn, but to me, 1,000 times simpler than Lightburn. And you can get started right away. Within about 30 minutes, you can get started. So we're going to click next and next again, and then we're going to accept the license agreement and click next. And we're going to create a start menu shortcut and click next, and then we're going to install. It might ask me if I've done this already, so we'll see. Now you click finish, and it's going to pull open your program. Once you minus the screen out, you'll see right here that it has created me a shortcut. Now that we have that shortcut created, that's pretty much all you've got to do except click that and open up your program. So when you get back to this page, you see up here your home, you can go to your AI filter. You can go back and go to your MySpace, which is where your projects will be stored if you wanted to upload them to your own space. You'll have a user manual and how-to step guides of how to do pretty much everything. Even the rotary tool is down here. It's got a software user manual. and then you can add your new device if you wanted to. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to click that and go right here if you have the Falcon A1 like I do, up here on the top right. And you see right here, and boom, you are in your program. I'm going to take you through a few points right here real quick. You have your layers menu. You have your camera, which you will need to calibrate. I will show you step by step on how to calibrate your camera, because that's going to make it to where you can position things exactly where you want them on your platform. So we're going to click camera right here. And you see right here on your right side of your screen, you'll see calibration, camera calibration. So what we're going to do is we'll click that, and then there's a step-by-step system here. And it tells you right here, camera intrinsic calibration. Notice, intrinsic parameters for the current camera have been detected. If the image shows no distortion, please do not perform intrinsic calibration. So let me shut my lid. Looks like there's a little bit of distortion, so we're going to recalibrate it just to make sure. Take the card that came with the machine, and you're going to place that image in every space or spot that it asks you to, and you're going to click Get Image. And there we go. We've got our image. We're going to go to the middle of the back, click Get Image, and so forth and so on. So we're going to just run through this process real quick. Now it's telling me to place a wooden board with a size of not less than 200 millimeters by 200 millimeters in the center of the work area, and prepare to engrave the following shape. So let's do that. We're going to hit frame is next. You see that right here? You're going to create this, but you've got to hit frame right here. Now you're going to let it frame, and that's what it's doing now. And it's framing the outside of that material is what it's doing. Now that we've done that, we're going to hit start. You see it right here? Start. And then once you do that, it's going to do those circles for you. And there's a step right after that that's just as simple. Right here at number 4, after engraving is completed, click the Get Image button, which is right here. If you need to reset it, you can, but we're going to click that Get Image button, and it's going to show you those images. So you want to go right here to number 1. Zoom in if you want to. Drag your screen by holding the space bar down and click 1 right in the center of that crosshair. And then you're going to go to 2. And double click on your left mouse button. Do it the same at number 3. And then you're going to drag it and go to number 4. And then you're going to hit right here in the bottom right corner, complete. Now your camera is calibrated, and let's test it with a photo. You see this right here? We can test it with a photo. So we're going to test it real quick. Take a photo of the inside of the machine, and there it is. You get that whole grid to help you line up everything. So next you'll want to test something. So what you could do is test right here. You can go to your image library right here, and we're going to click on that, and we'll just do a quick, let's do the quick kitty cat right here, I guess. Scale it down. I reversed it on me by scaling it so much because I went over too far. You see you can drag it far left. We're going to set it right there about number 4. We're going to make it a little smaller so it doesn't take as long. And with that, in the top right corner over here, you have layers. Right here in the same spot, you're going to see you have line engraving. And if I click that drop down, you have line, fill, and line cutting. Now, we want to do a fill engraving. Then right here, make sure that you have the correct material listed. So we do have basswood clicked in there, but you could go right here and drop down a menu and it's got everything you need. But we have 3mm basswood right here. So we're going to confirm, and all you got to do, you've set your height. All you have to do is hit start, and that is it. So now all you do is down here in the bottom right corner, you hit start and it's going to start engraving. I left the parameters up here in the top right to exactly what Creality has set for it. So that's 3000 speed at 40 power. I know that's going to come out dark because I've done it. So, but we'll leave it right there for you to see how it comes out.
When I'm burning wood late in the evening, blue light dancing, shop still warm. It's more than work before me. It's a calling you placed in my hands the day I was born. This shop ain't built on pride or applause, ain't chasing names or fame. It's showing up with faith and obedience, giving you the credit and flame. Some days the burn is clean and steady, some days it cuts deeper than planned. But I've learned you shape what's strong through the fire, right where the flame meets the hand. Whatever I do, I work it with my whole heart. Not for men, Lord, I do it for you. Every cut, every mark, every honest start, I turn this work into worship for you. Whatever I do, I work it with my whole heart for the Lord and not for man. I walk by faith.
I put this Creality Falcon A1 just about through every test I could possibly think of. We did a lot of things with it. I'm going to post another video on how to use the rotary tool with it. I've got in this video how to use their program, which is super easy, man. I'm telling you, it's way much more user-friendly than Lightburn, and you can do just about everything you can in Lightburn with this program. So well done, Creality, on that program. But hey, man, I'm going to just run through real quick. I'll put all the settings of what I used on these down in the description, down there. Hey, don't forget to give me that thumbs up, baby. All right, cut a little keychain and engrave the kitty cat on it. Did a little pizza, some photos. Got to play around with the settings on the photos, but I know it'll do it. Black acrylic, man, that's pretty good. We did a black acrylic nameplate. Man, that turned out perfect. And like I said, I got the settings down in the bottom for you. Down there, Michael Lee. I even engraved some paper, a sticker. Printer stickers that I did. You can use cardboard. This is cardboard. You can cut out your name and use it as a stencil. You can engrave on the cardboard. Man, all that's pretty cool now. I'm telling you, this little laser went out of its way to impress me today. And that's the cardboard letters I cut out right there, so that's pretty cool. Did my grid test and came out with that right there. But you see those deers, they came out pretty good, man. This little laser's off the chain now. I'm telling you, it's going to be pretty good. 10-watt laser by Creality Falcon, or by Creality, the Falcon A1. Hey, man, I got to give it a thumbs up. This thing's right around $600 or less, and I'm going to put a description for a discount. I ain't going to put no description in it. I'm going to put a link for a discount in the description for you. Check this thing out. I'm telling you. That little puppy right there, I think everybody needs it. And like I said, you can do a lot more things with it. You can cut paper, felt paper, craft paper, coloring paper. This thing does it all, man, and you can create stencils with it. So it's going to help the craft guys out and the craft gals out a lot. So, hey, you know what? I was about to get out of here before I told you Jesus loves you.